Hi friends, it's Dave from Southgate Imaging again. Just an update to one of the guitars that's kind of made its way into my studio in the last few days. So I've reviewed kind of the cousin to this guitar, the Yamaha FG800 in the past. So go back in the archives and you'll see it there. What I have this weekend is a Yamaha FG800. So a quick kind of summary, I guess. Yamaha FG800s, they come in kind of various varieties. So a straight Yamaha FG800 is this one. So it's basically a gloss top, laminate back and side. I'm in a hot mahogany-like product. Spruce top, solid spruce top. Laminate mahogany back and sides. The standard kind of Yamaha tuners. No body bind, a black body binding and no fretboard binding, and that's kind of the way they go. So that's the FG800, and it's kind of the same trim level as the FS800, the smaller body, and they're both, I mean, stellar guitars for the money. In Canada right now, at the moment, these sell for 800. They retail for 800 US, 800 Canadian, and that's like a spectacular buy. To my mind, they punch way above their weight class. They're just a great guitar. And a lot of times these come up used when you get someone moving or whatever, and they just want the guitar gone. It was a failed experiment to learn to play or whatever. So they come up forever. They come up so easily. So that's the FG800, and we'll do a few playing examples in a bit. This one happens to be a 2017 variety. And then 2016, they actually switched from rosewood to walnut fretboard and bridge. So this would be the walnut. The preference for me would be rosewood, which means it'd be a couple years older. But these things stand up forever. This guitar was really not maintained very well, but there's really no belly budge. It sets up really well. So they're great guitars like that. So the other models that are out, there's a FG800M, which is even less expensive in Canada. They're $279, and really the only difference is they don't have a gloss top, and some people prefer that. Me, I can take it or leave it. The satin will tend to ding easier. The gloss is a little harder, and it doesn't ding quite so much, but they really don't sound that much different. You know, I could take or leave either one. The other one they've come out with lately is the FG800J, I believe. And the J basically just indicates it's a little shorter scale, which is actually easier to play. And they've changed the string spacing. So these have the FGs have the string spacing 11 millimeters, and the FG800J has a string spacing at 10, very similar to the FS800. So they're not quite, this spacing of 11 is a little better for fingerstyle. You got a little bit more room to work with here. It doesn't make that much difference up on the nut, but for fingerstyle, it's nice to have that little bit of space there. But overall, they're just great guitars. You really can't beat them for the money. So another one went through the system. It's set up really easy. The nut was absolutely fine. There's really three parts to a setup. You got to get the relief in the neck right. You look at the nut. You want to check and see, you know, it's going to play a whole lot easier if you can lower that nut down a little bit without buzzing. This one was pretty good. And so it required just a little bit of setup on the relief, not very much, and lowered the saddle, and it plays like a dream. So it is probably like a 20-minute setup. Clean up. Hit it with the oil on the fretboard, and lemon oil, and you're good to go. So really simple to set up. You don't have to spend a lot of time. It has fresh CJ16s on it right now. They're not really bedded in yet. Only maybe a couple short days play wear. Been out golfing, haven't had time to play a lot. Anyway, that's what we got. So let's do a few little playing examples. stop anytime. Very resonant guitar. So that's it. Just a little quick update. These are great little guitars. The FG800s and the FS800s, solid buys. Oh, just kind of mention I was selling off a FS800 I had and reviewed earlier, and a subscriber bought it. Surprised me. He didn't even have to listen to guitar here. He said I heard it online and it sounded great, so he came in to buy it. So that was kind of interesting. Anyway, thanks. I think his screen name was DL. Anyway, thanks for that. Again, if you had any comments or suggestions, let me know. Like the video if you did. I think I have some Ibanez content coming up, so we'll try to get off of the Yamaha thing for a little bit. Not that I dislike Yamahas, but I think we have some Ibanez and maybe some Alvarez stuff coming up in the short term. Anyway, thanks for listening. Have a great day.